Good morning. It's Monday, July 21st. It's day one of OshKosh AirVenture, and it's also my 71st birthday. OshKosh is the perfect birthday gift.
My first AirVenture visit was in 2001. 25 years later, this marks my 12th trip to OshKosh, and it's great to share this visit with good friends.
This morning I'll bike down to gate 27 near the Aero Mart, catch the trams to the warbird area. I'm using the trams a fair bit this year as I have a bum left knee. Otherwise, I would walk there. I love warbirds, so most mornings I'll be heading north to the warbird area. Join me in this video of my day one at AirVenture.
So here we are on Monday, July 21st. A very special day in somebody's life. It's his birthday, 71 years old. And today is also Monday, day one of AirVenture. And you can see already the bike corral is filling up full. Buses are running. People buying their tickets. We enter in this gate.
Yeah, no,
We check.
not anymore. But I like a Red Bull after the
So on the grounds of AirVenture, hundreds of exhibits set up. Aircraft manufacturers, breakdown parts. The Titan Texans, formerly the Airshow Texans, taking off. Here to rattle them. But hey, it's my birthday and I'm feeling good. So I'm gonna detour and head over to Boeing Plaza to see what aircraft are on display. Then I'll walk north to the warbird area. So we're on the south end of Boeing Plaza, formerly Airshow Square. DC-8 is set up here. Next to the DC-8 is a U-2. The spy plane, not the band. Super Constellation, Bearcat. KC-46, Grumman Hellcat, Grumman Tiger Cat in the background, and the ground crew cleaning up the Hellcat from Lewis Air Legends, the Tiger Cat, the Wildcat. 747 from Pratt & Whitney, and use it as a flying test bed, test out their engines. Wildcat. Bearcat had this real funky landing gear as well. Pivot up and in. Lots of stuff happening in that Bearcat. Wheel well. Massive prop on it. And back to the Wildcat. There's a plane there similar to a Grumman Hawkeye. I think it's a transport variant. KC-135 tanker. Thing in H model Herc. Air National Guard, U.S. Army helicopters on display, Black Hawk, and Apache. The noise you hear in the background is the APU starting from the C-130 Herc. Oh, here's the EAA Canada Pavilion. And International Visitors Tent. Oh, interesting, the Titan Fuel featuring the Titan Texans is across the street from the Airshow tent, which used to sponsor the Texans as the Airshow team. Oh well. Swift Fuels. I think Swift Fuels are developing the no-lead aviation fuel. They're working on it. Oh, they're towing in a helicopter. All important first aid tent or building, and it's staffed by paramedics, nurses, and emergency room doctors who volunteer their time during AirVenture. Yeah, so if you get banged up, fall off your bike, come here and they'll patch you up. EAA radio transmits during the week of AirVenture. To my right is Forums Plaza. All those green roof pole type buildings, and you have a speaker presentation in each of them. I think there's 11 or 12 of these buildings. Different speaker on the hour every hour. Starts around 8:30, run to about 5 o'clock. Then we get into the home built parking area. Hundreds, if not thousands, different home built aircraft parked on the grounds. As far as the eye can see, all the way back up to the bushes there, the trees. So we're about to cross the taxiway into the warbird area. They have people at the entrances to block it off if there's aircraft taxiing by. Mustangs and the Warhawks and the Corsair over here. It's more over on this side. I see a P-38, the OV-10 Bronco. You can also go for a ride through the warbird area, sit on a tram. They take you around through the grounds, the warbird grounds, show the different warbirds. It's a narrated tour. P-38, still a bit more room in the warbird ramp. P-40 Aleutian Tiger. That's in Fagan's Museum. Rick Curtis Helldiver from Fagan's Museum. 3 Wildcats parked here. B-25 bomber. P-47 Thunderbolt. Another aircraft. I think this is only the second one flying in the world. Freshly restored. Owned by Fagan Museums, Granite Falls, Minnesota. That's a cool looking airplane. P-47D, restored by Air Corps Aviation. Nice display of Wildcats. And if you look over toward this ramp, this is where all the T-28s. Look how many TBM Avengers. An S2F tracker, and the jets are parked out there. B-17, B-25s. Another DC-3, some helicopters. The OV-10 Bronco. There's a Wildcat paint scheme you don't see every day. White bottom, a gray top. This is out on the Warbirds Plaza, or apron, little ramp, Warbirds ramp. Brought in from the air show. There's something new. Looks like they're working on it. Bud Anderson Memorial Garden. And there's a statue in the center. It's going to be unveiled. Bud Anderson, at the time of his death, was the oldest living U.S. ace. I think he had 16 and a quarter confirmed aircraft kills. Great individual. Looks like they're gonna have a little museum. It's what we call Fightertown Cafe. This is where we normally have lunch. In between the Warbirds and review presentations. Sit out here, get a table, watch the Warbirds. Then as timing would have it, I'm at the taxiway at the Warbird area, and P-51D Sweet Revenge has just landed and will taxi right by me. Awesome. Paved taxiway, which is kind of the jet parking ramp. T-28s on this side usually. Grumman Tracker or Grumman Trader, not sure which. There, 3 Sky Raiders. 3 Sky Raiders and a Bearcat tucked in there. Blooming overcast in this thing. Sounds like an AT-6 Texan Harvard taking off in the background. Gunner. Tail gunner. Famous Norton bid bomb sight that would put a bomb on a pickle barrel at 40,000 feet, maybe 1 in 1 trillion times. And there she is.
That would explain all the loose bands as I was looking at it.
Green and overcast. Here we have 3 TBM Avengers. good stuff in here. Maybe 50th anniversary of the Corsair. Buy yourself some Corsair swag. All kinds of signs. Stickers. Anybody need a warbird shirt? T-shirts. Books and DVDs. All kinds of warbird merchandise. Oh, a lot of Corsair swag today. I'll have to have a look. Here we have a lineup of chipmunks in the warbird area. Nice Royal Air Force One. Very nice collection of chipmunks. Yeah, the Warbirds tour is just going on here. I'm on now into the 86 Texan S&J Harvard area. Of course, the one in RCAF markings has caught my eye. I'm gonna go check that out. And we have Scott Purdue, a Flywire on YouTube. I watch his YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to it. This is his Harvard. He's flown in here to OshKosh. I believe he lives in Texas. He's been interviewed by EAA.
Real interesting in that it was built in 52, but it didn't fly very long. Buddy ground leaf was being built in 90. So instead of they didn't really need another airplane so much anymore, but they did need a trainer, mechanic trainer. So what they did was they threw the wings away and they took the airplane to the mechanic training school, and it spent the next 30 years there. So it's got 750 hours. And these fellows, when they were done with it, they surplused it. These fellows in Canada bought it, and some other people bought it, and they restored it. And they brought brand new wings from Lance Dallas.
We're walking down the L19 line.
Mark always does the same, just so there's enough PTA. Yes, that, let's get our plaque posted in one. And that's what will come up for us.
This white and red one. It's nice too. Marines version. I think what we have going on here at the end is somebody working on their RAF to have in chipmunk. They were doing a valve adjustment.
So, have we got most of the plants from New Mexico in here? You know what, all they did is 5 minutes to find it. That'd be great. the growing up experience.
Now aircraft coming in here, so just be aware.
You know, I think we figure out
SDD Dauntless from Airventure Air Force. I'm letting the kids climb up and sit in the cockpit. Perforated. High brakes.
Here goes stand by the gun.
Why are the flaps like that?
Because that's for slowing down.
I know, but wouldn't it not want full?
A bomber?
Corsair number 913. Haven't seen this one before at OshKosh. What's so cool about OshKosh is that you can just walk right around these warbirds. Close as you want. Look at them. Cool thing about the warbird area at OshKosh AirVenture. You get lucky and the Mustang starts up and you're gonna taxi out here. Gunfighter from Airventure Air Force. B-51D.
left in China, they end up flying B-25s out of Kunming, and Dad was flying fuel into them, and one of the times they were down a pilot or something, and Hallstrom comes up to him and says, "Hey, you want to go on a raid?" And Dad said, "Sure." So they hop in the B-25s, and it was the first raid on Hong Kong, and those are the men. The raiders were just stopping through as they were going on, okay? But the men that got left, the raiders that got
one of my favorite spots. This is reenactors camp. Take a walk through here.
I remember just seeing stuff and like it was like,
And we're representing the campus aspect as opposed to like the home front.
Base commander's tent. No marking. Ready room. Look at all that neat stuff in there.
Only had one that really counted. That was the one in Panama. That was the first combat jump that we had since World War II.
Wow.
Briefing room. Scramble bell.
yeah.
Noise you hear in the background are F-35s beating up the field at OshKosh. This one is cheap. See you, Corporal.
Yeah. Come here.
Time for tea. Oh, they're selling stuff in here. Let's check it out. We're on a red tram leaving the Warbird area.
Welcome everyone. We're on the red tram and we are headed south. Our next stop will be Forums and Workshops. And our final stop will be by hangars A and C.
Straight in from there.
Warbird.
So this is my afternoon plan after a wonderful morning at the Warbirds. I'm taking the tram heading south, then I'm going to stop off and go through these huge exhibit hangars C and D, stop in my bike and pick up my floating lawn chair, then head up to runway 3618, put down my chair, meet up with Mark and Window, and watch the air show. We're inside Hangar C.
Yeah, if you have any other pictures, just send them my way.
It's always warm inside here.
Start with the known good. Known good.
Look way up. And what do we see? The Goodyear blimp flying by. Just slowly cruising. This is an exhibit, Hangar D. We'll see what's inside. Again, it's full of paper. This wing is a purported drone delivery business. We're in the EAA fly market where they sell, home builders sell their surplus stuff, used stuff, all kinds of aircraft parts, pieces, helmets. Beacons, lights, wiring, seats, canopies, engines. It's for model airplane.
Well, I'll get it if you want me to get it. If it ain't what you want, then you want it.
It's Monday afternoon. We're on the blue tram heading to the vintage area where I'll get off at the first stop and set up to watch the air show this afternoon. It's closing in around 2 p.m. here. Lots of people. I've made it to the afternoon air show. The air show lasts about 3 hours, and I'm not going to show you 3 hours of air show video. I'll include a few selected clips just to give you an idea of how fantastic this world-class air show is. The air show is just a small part of AirVenture, but we make it a point to go to it every afternoon. Super hit chipmunk.
Jordan from Monroe, Louisiana. Steve Gustafson from Tallulah, Louisiana.
That wraps up AirVenture Day 1 for me at OshKosh. What a day! One highlight for Randy was buying this EDF MiG-21 in the flea market for peanuts. See you at AirVenture Day 2 on Tuesday. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
This was a KPK Air 18 video production. Thank you for watching.